Hey y'all, Daniel Gaines here. Just back real quick. Actually, I have a minute. I had to run by the house and grab some real quick for this job. Usually it's stuff, a few tools and stuff that I don't need and use on most jobs, but this commercial job, a bit different. It's trying to kill me, I think, but I don't think it'll succeed. The state of Washington hasn't in almost 20 years, and my ex-wife hasn't in almost 20 years. So, but anyway, real quick, I jumped on here to let y'all know that the revision has been filed. It was filed, if court was Tuesday, the revision was filed Wednesday. If court was Wednesday, the revision was filed Thursday. Whatever day it was, the very next day the revision was filed. All 259 pages. It's noted for the judge's calendar, notice of hearing, and all that's already been sent to Juliet's attorney. So that's one. And the main update I wanted to let y'all know about, the hearing for the revision is set for the 10th of September at 9 a.m. So once it's done, usual fashion, the video will be posted for y'all to view and see. The last court hearing, I want to bring something to y'all's attention real quick, because it's been viewed a few times now, and I want people to notice something here. See, when you go through the family law courts, they'll straight tell you to your face, there is no bias and discrimination based on sex. They'll tell you that all day long. Now, let's discuss that just briefly, shall we? As y'all know, I show the case numbers for my matters. Public information, y'all can go look into it. Okay, it's a legit case number, as some of you may or may not know. If those who have looked, you'll see it's legit. If you look at the child support, which is the last few documents I've shown, if you look at that case number and you actually go on the link system in the state of Washington and you actually look up the information from that case, you'll find that in 2004, when child support was set up, she was allowed to just tell them, I made this much a month. No documentation, no proof. She was allowed to say he brings home X amount a month. And this is back in 2004, keep in mind. So, she was granted a default child support order with zero financial information, without any kind of proof of anything whatsoever. And just so you know, a default order still has to be proven. It's not like they just grant it just because. No, a default order still has to be proven in all states. There's case law and case precedent in all states to support this. Anyway, she was allowed to do the entire child support order without any financial information whatsoever. If you watch the video, the most recent court hearing, you'll hear the stupid ass in the robe say she's not going to modify because I didn't file any financial information. Interesting concept there, wouldn't you say? The female is allowed to file with no financial information, and she's allowed to do that. She's allowed to file, she gets her orders granted and everything else with zero information. But when the male tries to have things corrected, the errors corrected, with the same lack of information, oh no, you're not allowed to do that. That right there, that one comment by the bitch in the robe, the one comment alone, more than satisfies every fucking legal requirement there is to prove bias and discrimination based on sex. But they think this is a game. They think this is a joke. The revision does bring it up. As y'all have seen, I shared the revision before I filed it. Read what it says before it was filed. It was added to, obviously, because it wasn't 259 pages, but it's in there. And that's something they're going to have to address, because I'm not going to let it slide. And if they refuse to address it, well, the appellate courts will. And if they don't, it's already something I'm going to include in the federal action anyway. Stay tuned, y'all. Shit's getting good. It goes to a judge on the 10th, which means the day of the 10th or the 13th, because the 10th is a Friday. So it's either going to be the day of the 10th or the day of or Monday the 13th of September that the NOA will be filed. NOA is notice of appeal. Oh yeah, it'll be filed that soon. I've actually already got the notice of appeal done. I just have to wait to fully finish it. I just have to wait until the judge makes a determination and a ruling, because I have to put why I'm appealing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's coming. They keep digging themselves in deeper and don't even realize it. Like, if you watch the hearing, Downing had zero fucking legal arguments. He couldn't say anything. He just had to fucking cling to something because they're all too stupid to understand the definition of words. Well, too stupid, or it was with malicious intent. And you hear the attorney with more than 35 fucking years experience, Stephanie, the little bitch that he is, he can't say shit. This dumbass lawyer who's done this for 35 plus fucking years is too incompetent to cite anything to get around the non-lawyers' citings and filings. But yet in his emails, he'll say, you don't know anything, you're wrong about everything, blah, blah, blah. If I'm so wrong, you piece of fucking shit, why haven't any of the judges been able to say that? Why is all of this going to get overturned on appeals if I'm so wrong, you piece of shit? You fucking cocksucking fucking punk. Sorry, these fucks do piss me off. But anyway, notice of appeal will be filed as soon as the revision hearing is done. Even if the revision hearing goes my way and they give me back the money that's been stolen and everything else, it's still going to an appeal, because they're not going to set it over for summary judgment. They're not going to remand Ms. Parker and Mr. Downing into custody right there on the spot for their federal and state felony actions. They're not going to go after the judges. They're not going to go after DCYF. They're not going to do any of that. So it will still be appealed for that reason, for the lack of summary judgment, if they side with me. And then it's still going to culminate in a federal lawsuit because, well, when it comes to relief from void orders, the precedent in the state of Washington even is relief is not discretionary matter. That means it's mandatory. They don't have a choice. But yet y'all seen the commissioner go against case precedent, which they're not allowed to do. Once case precedent gets invoked, they have to comply. You saw the commissioner straight ignore case precedent, ignore the state appellate courts, and ignore the state Supreme Courts. You've seen the commissioner not only engage in bias and discrimination based on sex, but you've seen the commissioner essentially say she is the highest authority in the state of Washington as far as judges go, because she has the authority to ignore case precedent and overrule the appellate court's standing case law and everything else, and overrule the state Supreme Court's case law. Straight even asked her, do you have more authority than the appellate courts and Supreme Court? She didn't answer, I don't think. And if she did, it was a no. But her actions were yes. She was told the precedent. She was given the case. It was cited on the record. All in the video. But that's all I got. I got to get out of here. Be back at the latest on the 10th. I'll try to do another video or so before then, but working so many hours and so many crazy hours, I don't know. But yeah, the 10th is the next hearing. The hearing will be recorded and posted as always. They can kiss my ass. They will not and cannot stop me. So yeah, I love y'all. Have a good one. Peace.